Hello everyone, blessings, especially to our Go Natural family. I'm Sonia. I teach yoga here at Go Natural, and I'm here to bring you a very special expedited flow class set to the reggae music of Ross Zachary. Let's get started. Find a child's pose. So sit the hips to heels and reach the arms out in front of you as your third eye comes to the mat. Start to relax down into the mat. Bring your awareness to your natural breath without manipulation, just noticing the shape, the texture of your breath, the quality of your breath today. Give the body a scan. Where might you feel tight? Send the breath there. Begin to inhale slowly through the nose and exhale slowly through the nose. Lips are closed. There's a soft oceanic sound at the back of the throat. A soft H sound. This is the Ujjayi pranayama. It's the foundation of Vinyasa. I'll be guiding you through a series of poses. It should feel good to you. And the breath is the foundation of these poses. If something doesn't feel good, simply rest in a child's pose and breathe, or feel free to modify. The theme of tonight's practice is joy. And that is the offered intention, finding joy in the little bits. So where can you find joy in the body, joy in the breath? We'll take a few breaths here. Feel free to set your own intention, or if the offered intention resonates for you, go ahead and settle into that intention, and we'll do this together. Inhale. On the exhale, right hand walks all the way past the right edge of the mat. Left hand joins it. Or if you'd like to increase the stretch across the left side body, you can place the left hand on top of the right. The head is relaxed between the biceps. We're opening up the left side body, opening up the intercostal muscles, preparing them to have more room for the breath. Inhale. On the exhale, travel to center. Find a child's pose for one round of breath. Third eye relaxes to the mat. Inhale. On the exhale, left hand travels all the way to the left side. Right hand joins it, or right hand on top. Whatever place you found, can you press gently through the palms, energetically shifting them away from you as you reach the right hip closer to the right heel. Don't let it lift. Breaths here. Inhale. On the exhale, travel back to center. Gently press up through the palms. Find a tabletop position. So your knees are stacked underneath the hips and your wrists are under the shoulders. Spread through all 10 fingers, creating a wide base for your body. Press up through the palms, spiraling the inside of the elbows away from the thighs. Press up through the palms even more strongly, finding a dome shape in the upper back. Engage the navel to spine. You're not letting the belly droop. You're really actively drawing the abs in. Then drop the belly, lift the tailbone, lift the heart, lift the gaze. Find a cow pose. On the exhale, pushing up through the palms, arching the spine, curling up, cat. Inhale lifts you to cow. Exhale draws you back to your cat pose. Continue this movement for a few more rounds as you explore the rhythm of your breath to movement, awakening the spine. If you'd like to add a little more movement, you can begin to circle the hips to the heels, taking dancing lions. If you're taking the dancing lions, go ahead and switch directions Really feeling out the spine. And once you feel even, pause in center. Find that shape, that frame again, pressing up through the palms. Your neck, your head, they are in line with your spine. Tuck the toes, lift the hips, find a downward facing dog. Take a minute to really feel it out. Your feet are hip-width distance apart. Bend the knees, lift the hips, let the head relax. Breathe. Start to walk your dog, dropping one heel, then the other towards the mat. Opening up the back of the legs. Keeping that navel to spine engagement, inhale, shift forward into a high plank. This informs your down dog stance. You should be able to shift forward and back in your high plank without having to move your feet forward and back. So I have a little adjusting to do there. That's okay. Find where you need to be, what your body's doing, and then draw the belly button up, pressing up through the palms. Gently begin to lower the knees towards the mat, and then lift the hips, traveling back to your down dog. Inhale, dropping the knees towards the mat, shift forward into your high plank, traveling the way you came. Do that a few more times, just feeling out your stance, your body, your down dog. As you enter plank, you're high on the tippy toes. As you lift to down dog, your heels are hidden behind the feet. On your next down dog, pause, lift the heels, and tiptoe to the top of your mat, forward fold. Inhale, find a halfway lift, Ardha Uttanasana. Neck and head is in line with the spine. On the exhale, release it to the mat. Let's do that twice more. Inhale, lifting halfway, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, release it, Uttanasana. Inhale, length through the spine. Exhale, relaxing down. Now put a deep bend in the knees, as deep as you need to get your belly to your thighs. And you can walk the feet hip-width distance apart. That's 2 fists if you want to know what that is. And let the belly melt to the thighs, forward fold. Let the head relax. Maybe you nod your head yes, shake your head no. And then start to shift the weight forward. So you're really, almost like you're tipping forward, weight into the balls of the feet, and reach for opposite elbows. Can you relax the neck a little more? And can you soften the belly to the thighs a little bit more? From here, you can start to find length in the back of the legs. Not necessary, you're just inviting the body. You don't have to have a straight leg. You're inviting the body to open and relax. Switch the elbow interlace, reaching for opposite elbows, other direction. Beautiful. Release the hands to the mat. Find that nice deep knee bend, leaving the head hang heavy. Curl up one vertebra at a time. Head is the last to lift. You're at the top of your mat, Tadasana. Big toes touch, sliver between the heels. What does that mean? Well, you're looking for parallel edges on the outside of your feet. So whatever that sliver is, you're creating parallel lines with the outer edges of what your feet look like. We're moving into Tadasana, a foundational pose. So really lift all 10 toes off the mat, spreading strongly through all 10 toes, and replace them down on the mat. So you're feeling the earth under all 4 corners of your feet, rooting strongly down. Spiral the insides of the thighs together as you engage the glutes. Tuck the tailbone, slightly pressing the hips forward. Low Tadasana, hands face in front of you, palms face towards the front of you. And you want to move the shoulders away from the ears. And think about lifting the ribs away from the hips. Gently tuck the chin, finding the length in the back of the neck. This is a really important pose. We could just stand here all day. It's an active pose. So really what I call work the pose. Think about where your body is in space. Think about alignment. Think about lifting from the ankles, lengthening through the legs. Inhale, lift the hands, lift the gaze, Tadasana. Pinky spiral in. On the exhale, Samastiti, hands to heart center. Elbows drawing strongly away from each other. This too is an active position. Inhale, lifts the hands, lifts the gaze strongly. On the exhale, Samastiti, hands to heart center. One more time like that. Really looking up, lifting up with joy. This time, Samastiti, hands to heart center. Forward fold, hinging from the hips through flat back. Inhale, halfway lift. On the exhale, plant the hands, step the right foot back. Gently lower the right knee to the mat. Your left knee is stacked over your left ankle. Inhale, lifting into low lunge or Anjaneyasana. Start to even your body. You can play with leaning forward and leaning back, and then find your center. Draw the shoulders down away from the ears. Plant the palms, step forward, find a forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. On the exhale, release it to the mat. Inhale, lifts you, Tadasana. On the exhale, Samastiti, hands to heart center. Inhale, halfway lift. On the exhale, plant the hands, step the left foot back, this time, and lower the left knee. You can leave the toes tucked or untucked. Toes tucked is a little more of a balance challenge. Inhale, lift up, Anjaneyasana. Breathe, settle in. You're drawing the thighs towards each other and you're pressing strongly through the heel of the right foot. Pinky spiral in. Plant the palms, step forward, find a forward fold. Inhale, lifting up, look up, Tadasana. On the exhale, this time swan dive in your forward fold, taking up space, reaching your arms in a T shape away from you, and find the release at the bottom. Inhale lifts you halfway. Exhale, plant the hands, step back, find a plank pose. You're high on your back toes, pressing up through the palms. Find that rotation in the upper arm, so your elbows are looking forward. From here, begin to lower slowly down to the mat. Belly touches, hands shift under the shoulders. Inhale, lift up, look up, low cobra. Show you from the side. As you're in your low cobra, draw the elbows in. Exhale releases you to the mat. Inhale, lift the heart, lift the head. Head is in line with the neck, neck is in line with the spine. Energetically, without moving your palms, shift them towards the elbows on the mat, opening across the heart, find the space. On the exhale, release it down. Inhale, lifting the heart, lifting the head. On the exhale, release it down. Press yourself back, find a child's pose. Take a few breaths here to reset, third eye to the mat. Inhaling slowly through the nose, exhaling slowly through the nose. Ujjayi Pranayama. Gently press yourself back into a tabletop position and swivel the legs around to one side or the other, lengthening the legs in front of you. Move the fleshy parts of your bum out from underneath you and root through the sits bones. Flex the feet strongly and take a light bend in the knees to start here. Inhale, lift up, look up, and on the exhale, keeping a flat back, keeping the neck in line with the spine, hinge from the hips, forward fold, reaching for the feet. If you can't reach your feet, that's okay. Just go ahead and reach for the outer edges of the calves. But if you can reach your feet, go ahead and place your hands on your feet. That light bend in the knees. We're looking for length in the lower back. We're not necessarily looking for a straight leg. So if your legs are tight, as mine often are, as much yoga as I do, you can put a leg bend in them. And then inhale to find a little more length, a little more room in the low back. And on the exhale, release the crown, the forehead to the knees. Breathe. Surrender. Seated forward fold, also known as staff pose. Take a few breaths here, relaxing down into it. Leaving the head hang heavy, walk the palms to frame the hips, and head is still heavy as you lift through the spine, rolling up through the spine, one vertebra at a time. Beautiful. Scoot the hips towards the heels. Pressing through the heels, inhale, lift the palms to the sky, lift the heart to the sky, then lift the shins to be parallel to the sky, finding a boat pose. We're just working a little ab work here. Can you lift through the heart a little bit more? Head is in line with the spine. Breathe. Just balancing on the sits bones here. 5 breaths. Inhale, lift a little, lengthen a little bit. On the exhale, lower yourself down, lengthening the legs, canoe. You're about to the tips of your shoulder blades. Inhale lifts you up to boat. Exhale finds you in canoe. Let's do 2 more of those. Inhaling up, boat. Exhale, canoe. And once you have found your last canoe, just hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. As you relax slowly down to the mat. Bend the knees, planting the soles of the feet to the mat. Knock the knees together and walk the feet to the edges of the mat. And just start to windshield wiper the legs, releasing the low back. Simple inversion, so we are going to take legs up a wall. Bring the legs back to center, bend the knees into the chest, and then straighten the legs towards the sky, flexing firmly through the heels. Toes are pointing down towards your forehead. If this feels uncomfortable for you at all, you can place your hands underneath your lower back, palms down, letting that assist you. Can you find a little more length in the neck? Can you flex a little more through the heels as you let the soles of the feet open to the sky? Just breathe in this simple inversion, letting the blood flow from the feet to the hips. Bend the knees, drawing the knees in towards the chest. Wrap the arms around the shins, giving yourself a little hug. Head is still flat on the mat. And just begin to rock and roll side to side, giving the sacrum a little massage. Keeping the bend in the knees, plant the soles of the feet to the sky, reaching for the outer blade edges of the feet, finding a happy baby. You'll notice my tailbone is really flat into the mat. I'm not coming up like this. If you find your tailbone lifts, simply move your hands to the edges of the calf. But what you are looking for is your ankle stacked over your knee and your knee drawing in towards the armpit. As you find this, let your tailbone lengthen to the mat. Another hand option is to take a big toe hold, wrapping the 2 toes around the peace fingers around the big toes. And then you can stay or sway, but bring a gentle smile to the lips because this is a happy baby and the smile is part of the pose, releasing endorphins. Release the feet, drawing the knees into the chest one more time, taking the arms around the shins. sway side to side, maybe taking circles on the sacrum. See how that feels? Then release the legs long. Relax the body. Palms or hands frame the hips, palms up to receive, palms down to ground. Find a resting position, Shavasana. Let go of the breath work. Let go of anything that's going on in your body. You've done all the work. You've done some great poses that are daily poses. And you are going to take the time to simply be. As distractions arise, they tend to. Simply draw your awareness back to the spirit, the space in your body that the breath and the movement has created. Relax. Enjoy. I'll be here to bring you out in just a few minutes. I'll be here holding space for you. Begin to bring your awareness back into the body. Maybe wiggling the fingers, wiggling the toes. Starting to bring the presence, the spirit within, into an integration with the body. Maybe roll the neck. And as you're ready, bend the knees and plant the soles of the feet to the earth. Feel the earth underneath your feet and gently roll to one side or the other in a fetal position. Take your time. In your time, guide yourself into a seated position at the top of your mats. It is always a pleasure and an honor to lead a practice. Thank you for joining me in this special flow from our hearts to yours from the Go Natural team. And we'll close as I like to close with a special prayer in essence, and it is Loka Samasta Sakina Bhavantu. May all beings everywhere be happy and free. Bring the hands to heart center in prayer, Samastiti, pushing the thumbs into the heart space, elbows reach away from each other, strongly lifting through the spine, rooting through the sits bones as we close together. The light in me, it is the light.